My name is Nick, and I just won an audition with the Army Reserves Band. I wanted to make a video talking about my experience, where I'm at in the process, and maybe give some guidance to anyone who might be interested in auditioning for themselves or maybe just interested in the process in general. So the first thing that I wanted to talk about was the skills you need to first consider auditioning for the Army Reserves Band. You are going to need to be a skilled musician if you want to win an audition in the reserves band, in any band in the military. I know people who have auditioned and who have made it in with a bachelor's degree or master's degrees. I know it's very common to make it into the bands with bachelor's degrees and master's degrees, but there are also people who make it in who don't have any degree, and I'm one of those people. I have taken some college classes, some music classes in college, but most of my skills come from playing local community music, whether that be in professional groups or through high school, and playing any genre of music. So just loving what you do, loving playing music and playing all different styles is really important to you being ready and having the skills to audition for the Army Reserves. The second thing I considered was if the military was going to be right for me. So I talked to a lot of people. I watched a lot of YouTube videos. YouTube videos really can only get you so far, this one included, but talking to people who have been in the military, and specifically if you can talk to people who are in the military bands, that's going to get you some really critical information. Lucky enough for me, one of the people who I talked to, the main person I talked to, he's a conductor with the local symphony, and he was instrumental in helping me find out if I was going to be a right fit for the group or if I should even take an audition. I also talked to my dad, who is in the Air Force. He was really supportive. He's also a musician. And I talked to another friend of mine who I marched some drum corps and indoor percussion with, who plays with the Marine band. So talking to people, watching YouTube videos, all of those things are going to help you make a decision and see if it's something worth pursuing for you. The third thing I want to talk about is the audition. So the audition process, at least for percussion, was broken up into two main parts. It's a really heavy drum set audition. I personally play a lot of like Afro-Cuban music, a lot of classical music. I started on drum set when I was young and played until around high school, and then usually I only got 1 or 2 drum set gigs a year after, so I needed a lot of time to prepare for the audition. When I got with the chief and the liaison of the Army Reserves Band, they asked me how much time I wanted to prepare for the position. Sometimes they'll let you do that, I guess. Sometimes they'll have a timeline, but they okayed a month for me to prepare for the audition, which was an excellent amount of time to get my drum set chops back up. The audition itself is called the AMPA, the Army Musician Performance Assessment or Proficiency Assessment. It consists of a prepared portion of music and a quickly prepared portion of music. So for a percussion position, the prepared music is going to be all drum set. It's going to be 4 pieces in rock, jazz, funk, and Latin. So all 4 of those, you're going to have to be proficient in those styles. There's a little bit of wiggle room. They call them, I think, like umbrellas. So if you are more comfortable playing your jazz piece is something a little more bluesy, or maybe your rock piece is something that would be considered metal, those things are all okay. So long as it's in that category or near that category, you should be fine. The quickly prepared music is going to be 8 pieces. So that might sound like a lot, but really they're just excerpts. There are going to be 2 drum set excerpts that they're just going to give you. They're going to give you 2 concert snare drum excerpts, 2 marching snare drum excerpts and 2 mallet excerpts. So 8 excerpts in total, and you're going to have 24 hours to prepare that music. So it's not exactly sight reading. You don't need to know how to sight read it. It'll definitely help you within that 24 hours. But you just need to be able to play the music to the best of your ability and to the standard of the Army. Like I said, my drum set was not as strong as my concert side. So I used every day of that month to practice drum set for at least about an hour every day. And I would practice a mock audition of marching music, like the Will Coxon solos, or just sight reading out of beginner mallet books to try and get my mallet chops up and make sure that I can read things quickly and clearly. And I used some of the Cerrone book and the Podemski snare drum method book to help me with my concert snare drum. Just doing sight reading for 30 minutes to 2 hours every other day in each of those categories. The fourth and final thing I wanted to talk about was you have to be eligible to join the Army. So where I'm at in my process right now is I have completed the ASVAB. I have been talking to my recruiter. I didn't talk to a recruiter until the day after my audition at the request of the chief. The chief told me just to get the ball rolling and start some of that paperwork just in case I made it. I found out, I think, 8 days after the audition that I had won the audition. And when they sent me that letter of acceptance saying that I made the group, I took that to my recruiter, did some more paperwork. There's going to be a lot of paperwork, a lot of legal stuff. The only thing I'm waiting on now is to go to MEPS and get the physical side of things done. And after that, I should have a ship out date. So I don't exactly know when I'm going to be leaving for basic training and AIT for the School of Music yet, but I'm excited. I just wanted to make a video, talk about those things. If you have any questions about anything that I've said or any of the processes, feel free to leave a comment below and let's talk about it. I'm planning on making some more of these, so I'll see you in the next one.
All right, let's fucking go. What are you fucking playing?
Percussion, drums.
Let's fucking go. The drummer is the bad motherfucker, bro. Y'all be the... Let's go. Fucking winning. Now we're winning in band, motherfucker. You ain't got no chance, bitches.